92 days. After 92 days, this is the first day that we walk in the snow and ice like this. The first day in North Carolina. Thanks to North Carolina. Well, I think that is still coming from Virginia and Washington D.C. is going to be a lot more. Yeah, but I think we okay. So far, we okay for today. But the first time I put on the shoes, it is heavy. It makes my legs tired this morning when I walk. Plus, it's a stick, the ice sticking into the shoe, so lift it up and move forward is tired, really tired. But I'm okay. So, how many of us here already practice the mindfulness? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So not many of us practice yet. The mindfulness technique is basically within our nostril, our breathing. Earlier today at lunch, we wasn't going to talk, but then there are a lot of people, so I also talk. Basically, if we can focus on our breath, breathing in and out within this nostril right here naturally, don't force our breath. If you can breathe in and breathe out with awareness, your life will be much easier. Trust me, because it purifies our mind. It gives us concentration. Okay? Because we are lack of concentration in this world nowadays. So much distractions around. And we always headed out there. Our mind always headed down out there. That's why we are lack of concentration. Which concentration is very, very important to us. It's needed for our life. Without this, we just keep on going back and forth with our life with all kind of sufferings, right? So we should practice mindfulness technique that is already with us. We don't have to borrow any type of method, object outside, but our breath. Breathe in with awareness of knowing the breath going in. Breathe out with awareness, knowing that there's breath going out. In and out. That's all we need to do. Just concentrate on it. And when your mind is pop up with all kind of thoughts, acknowledge it. Observe that thought. Observe that thought and then come back to the breathing. Come back to the breathing right here. Concentrate on this breathing in and out. Just like that. Whenever thought pop up, just acknowledge it. Observe that thought. Acknowledge it. Don't ask what, where. Don't follow it. Simply just observe it. Acknowledge it. Thought. Silently, and come back right here. Okay? At the beginning, it will be difficult for us. It's because we don't have this new habit of bringing our concentration back to this present moment. We always live with the past, always live with the future. The past is a history. Nobody, no one can change it. Okay? So, but as human beings, we always live with the past. Sorrow, sadness, anything that is sad, is not happy, we tend to remember it a lot longer. So when this chance comes, all those thoughts will come with us, and it's keep popping up in our head. And that is when we are overwhelmed with thought and we become stressed, anxiety, and depression. Right? So as a Buddhist monk, we practice this mindfulness technique every day. Since day one when I ordained, I practiced this. And this is 17 years already. Not just sitting down to practice, but when you stand like this, you can also practice. You lying down, or you sit, or you walk, also can practice. As long as you can focus within this nostril area, each breath going in and out, that's all you need. Just concentration, awareness. And then when you hear noises, any type of noises, any type of sound, just acknowledge that as sound, come back here. Come back within this breath. We don't have to ask what, why, where, who did. We don't need to. Just simply observe it, acknowledge it, come back here. And then same thing as sensation on this physical body. This body have all kind of sensation. Itchy, hot, cold, numb, hang, anything like that within this body. All we need to do when it's arise on this face, hand, feet, back, anywhere, observe that and acknowledge it as feeling, come back here. When you observe that, when you acknowledge as a feeling, is not, it doesn't mean that pain, that numb, it will go away. But when you observe that, it means that you know what is coming, what is with you right now. And by knowing that, you will not react with that pain. You will not react with that itchiness, things like that. All we need to do is just knowing that is coming. And of course, when something rises, it always fall. Rising and falling, it will come one after another. When it's rising, it will take some time to stay right there for a while. And then it's changing. After it's changing, it will go away by itself. We don't need to force it. This is the nature. As long as we can do this every day, the more you do, the more you practice like this, the better you are in not reacting. Because when things happen, you know right away, okay, this person say this thing, that person say that thing. I shouldn't react. I shouldn't respond. Because I know that when I respond, it's going to be hurtful with my speech. I know that when I respond, it's going to be terrible with action, right? So by practicing mindfulness, we know what we should say, we know what we should do, we know when to say, when not to say, and what to say. That is how important that is, and our mind is capable of doing all that thing. It's just that we are so busy in this world looking for things for ourselves, for our families. And that is the reason why we cannot focus, we cannot come back to see ourselves. And now this is a time where you can see yourself, is because you slow down. When you slow down like this, it's because of the monks walking. Because of that reason, you actually can slow down a little bit, and then you see yourself, right? Then when you see yourself, you want to change, you want to do something, you want to listen to see what I can do to change myself to have a better life. And that's why we are here. And of course, behind all that is suffering. So much things happening and going on around us every day, not just now. It's been years, it's been decades. It's just that nowadays, of course we have to go through all these challenges in life. Nobody can escape it. It's just that if we know how to manage all those things, we will live better. Less stress, less anxiety, depression. If we cannot manage our emotion, our feelings, we will struggle again and again. And when we struggle with our life, we don't want to continue. We don't want to continue with this life because it's so hard, so difficult. It's suffer, right? And so that's the reason why I practice so long enough for me to understand that without this, we really, really cannot move forward. Even if we can move forward, it's just like day after day, just to survive. And we don't want that. We want our life to be better, and we deserve better life. As a human being, we deserve better. Not like this. And of course, We cannot change the world out there. Nobody can. But what we can do is we change ourselves, we change our family, we change the neighbors around us and all the people that we know. And each and every person can do that. Step by step, family by family, spread it out just like that. This world will be much easier to live and it will be better. Because there will be no fight. There will be nothing to fight about. Because everybody are living at peace. Happy and love each other with kindness and compassion, right? It's right now that we don't have compassion, we don't have loving kindness. We do have love, but that love is always come with selfishness, because love is always come with a condition. If you do this, I love you. If you don't do this, I don't love you. That is with condition. When somebody react, when they cannot do the thing that you expected, you cannot love that person. You can only love the person who you like. But those people who you do not like, you cannot love them. Is that right? And so this is the time where we should have loving kindness. It means that no boundaries whatsoever, no boundaries whatsoever with the love and kindness. And this world needs this, not just love. This world needs love and kindness and compassion. But without mindfulness, I don't think we need that. With this, okay. Without love and kindness and compassion, there will be no peace whatsoever. It can't be. Because with selfishness, then there will be no peace. It cannot be at peace when we have selfishness within us. And of course, this is the nature. As a human being, we care for the people who we love, right? For the people we don't know, that's not our family members. So this is normal, nothing wrong with it. It's just that as a human being, we should care for each other. We should love each other just like our family members. You know why? It's because our past, we have the connection. We already been family members, relatives already in the past. And in the future, we will again. Definitely we will again. Just like us right here with me. How in the world that you just come out and listen to the strangers just like this? And coming out to support the stranger just walk like this. Definitely it have a connection, a really strong connections. It's just why not back then but now? Because right condition is the right time. This is the right time where I decided to walk after 3 years of thinking about it. And finally I take on this journey to walk. And this has happened to be the time where we need it. And all those people, all of you who need it, you come out and then see me when I walk, because I have this desire to walk just to support our people. So that is the connection in between all of us, right? So it's the right time for all of us to meet. And there are people ask me, why this route? I say, it's meant for us to meet, right? Or I could choose another route, because walking to Washington, D.C. is not this route. Back then when I started in Texas, people asked me, where are you going? I say, Washington, D.C. I say, do you know that you're walking on the wrong direction? I say, yes. I know that. But this is the path where I choose. I chose this path myself. I spent a month to sit in the computer and plot on the map, Google Map, and Google Map could not give me what I need. So I have to go find on Google and ask Google which website can provide me what I need. And then they show me plotaroute.com or something. And this website, I have to register and I have to pay for membership fee. And then I pay for it, and I sit in there and plot it in every spot. Let's say I decided 20 miles per day. Within that 20 miles, in the morning, 10 miles stop for lunch, and then 10 miles for night rest. And of course, it's all giving me like forest, highway, all those. So at the beginning, I say, I'm going to do round trip. It's not going to be just one way, because it's only showed me 2,800 miles total from Texas to Washington, D.C., and Washington, D.C. going back to Oklahoma and go back to Fort Worth, 2,800 miles. That's easy. That's nothing. And then my member caught me and said, how can you get that number? I say, the website gave me that number. Finally, we found out that's 3,800 miles. And I say, okay, then one way. Because I have things to do in May, the big event in May, this May. So I cannot walk round trip, right? And so I decided to walk on this route. Somehow, it led me to walk on this route. And I have to go through some of the monuments, some of the place where like the history is really sad, right? We've been there. We went there and we did the praying and we say all things, ask for forgiveness and all that thing. Like I say, in this world, anything in the past, nobody can change it. But we should forgive everything. We should not carry on any hatred, any anger. If we live with hatred and anger, our life will be much tougher. It doesn't matter what's already happened. It's already happened. We cannot change it. So now just let it go. Let it go so we can move forward, right? Whenever we still hold hatred and anger, that will pull us down, because that bag of rocks on our shoulder, we cannot walk that fast. We cannot walk that lightly. So regardless how hurt it is, we should let it go. Forgiveness is very important for us. Forgive everybody else, forgive ourselves, so that we can have a better life. With forgiveness, with loving kindness and compassion, of course, forgiveness is already with loving kindness and compassion. So once we have all these, peace will begin. Peace will begin. And of course, peace begins when we are mindful to come back within. So every day, please practice mindfulness technique by breathing, okay? And in the morning, please get a piece of paper and a pen now, write out the statement, today is going to be my peaceful day. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Just that simple statement. Write that down. Read it over and over with our eyes, and then read it out loud with our mouth. To state that to the universe that today is going to be my peaceful day, so no one can mess it up except ourselves. We are the only person in this world who can mess our days up. Don't blame on anybody, because that's not their fault. If we be able to manage our emotion, our feelings, it's not going to happen. We cannot be suffer if we know how to manage it. But when people shout, when people curse, when people yell at us, and then we react right away because we thought that, oh, they're yelling at me, they're cursing at me, then that is when we react, that is when we suffer. We shouldn't react that way. Instead, react. We can react in a better way. May you be well, be happy, and be peaceful. This is exactly what I do every day. Every day, if you can hear me, everywhere I walk, I talk from the morning to nighttime. May you be well, maybe you be well, be happy, and be peaceful. This is what I repeat myself the whole day. Okay? Even if we encounter the incident where people curse at us and do terrible things, I still do that. May you be well, be happy, and be peaceful with a smile on my face. And I mean it. It's not just a saying. We should do it with our mind that is love, kindness, and compassion. Okay? So we all should practice this. to make our day better. Nói đem dây ra. Okay, come out here. I say that. I said in Vietnamese. I said đem dây ra means bring the peace bracelet out here. So let us all practice this every day, so we can have a better place to live in this world. I and all of you, all the Venerable monks, we have to walk on this path together. If we don't walk on this path together, this world will never end suffering. This world will keep on having a lot of things, so all beings will be suffer and suffer and suffer. So can we walk together on this path? We should walk like this every day by practicing mindfulness, compassion, and loving kindness. Thank you so much, everyone. I wish you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. And please go home. It's getting colder and colder, and I think it's gonna be freeze. So driving is very dangerous. Yes, sir. How are you?
I'd like to introduce, we have